Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look over a decentralized perpetual trading desk which is built on top of Arbitrum, and it is called Equation. You may not have heard about it. I hadn't heard about it till last week. It is fairly new. It has its token ticker which is EQU, which we'll take a look at through this video. So we'll take a look at the platform and the token and the tokenomics. Before we jump into this video, I really need to tell you that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just for educational purposes, and anything you do is completely at your own risk. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So this is it, Equation.trade. This is the trading desk, the perpetual trading desk, where you can trade multiple assets via USDT. Remember, this is on Arbitrum, so once you connect at the top right hand side, make sure, for example, if you're using MetaMask, that you are on the Arbitrum network and that you have some USDT and Ethereum in your wallet, which is on Arbitrum. As you can see here, to the right hand side, we also have the price of the EQU token, which we'll jump through soon. What I want to mainly talk about, firstly, is the user interface and what you can do on this platform. So when you open up, as you can see, we are selected on trade. We'll take a look through all these options here, but so far, what you see is what you see on most trading platforms is a chart and an asset. If you click the drop down button here, you can see we have multiple assets that you can trade. Currently you can trade Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Arbitrum, Optimism, Matic, Avalanche and Chainlink, all with up to 200 times leverage, which is mind-blowing really for decentralized DEX. So we have the option here to look at a chart which is supplied by TradingView, which is a standard chart which we all know and use. Press exit to come out of that. Then below that you have the positions, the orders and the history. As you can see here, I currently have a trade open which is just a very small amount. I put $20 in just to test it out. As you can see there, I've opened a 10 times leverage, which then gives you a size, entry price, liquidation price, current margin, and then the unrealized P&L, which you can see there. I'm currently down 8%, but like I say, it's just a test trade, and we've had a lot of fun over the course of the last few days, so it is what it is. To the right hand side here, you can select long or short. That is whichever trade you want to take, and you can choose here the options. How much you want to put in. For example, we've got just $8 in there. You can put that on, and that will give you a size in Ethereum, and then you scroll that up, and your position will increase all the way up to 200 times leverage. Below that, it will give you an entry price and all the data you need to really check out before your trade is active. And then at the bottom here, it just says Ethereum, which is a maximum trade that you can have is 200. The current average trade is around 9.7, and they've got around $205 million of leverage liquidity on there with a funding rate of 0.61. If you're into technical, then the funding rate can massively matter, and that can also matter with how the BRMM works on this platform. So that's the trading option there. Once you scroll across to markets, you can see here all the different assets, and again, you don't have to open your trade there. You can open your trade on the markets, but it will show you all the positions that you have on each different asset. Then moving on, the next option is pools. Each of these pools is the ones which I can also trade against and add liquidity. And you can see here we have a list from Ethereum all the way down to Chainlink, and we have retrospective APRs. The APR is actually worked out by the past 24 hours based on the LP's trading income, which is also incorporated into the EQU token's daily emissions and the maximum leverage of the pool, again, which is all incorporated into that BRMM mechanism. So yeah, they're the pools. Beyond that, we can take a look at the earn. This is the EQU token mainly, and the staking. I must say firstly though that the token itself was a fair launch. There was no pre-sale at all. There was no institutional investors. There was no organizations. It was put out for sale. Investors bought it, and here we are. There was a maximum of 10 million tokens. That is all that will be issued, and with a 10,000 daily emissions, 100% will be issued to users who participate in all the early stages. With the EQU token, it can be up to around 25%, but as you can see here, currently the max APR is 32%. You can see here, if we just click on stake EQU, you can lock it up for 3 different periods. If you lock it up for 30 days, that gives a 1 times multiplier, 60 days, and then 90 days up to 30 times multiplier. I've put some in there, I've put around 41 EQU in, so that's locked up for 90 days. And each day you can check it, how much you are earning, and then unlockable in 89 days. So once it gets to that point, I can choose to collect the rewards, and then if I want, I can restake. Another cool point is position mining. I've not heard about this before, but let's take this for example. If we go to trade, we can see, not on Chainlink, on Ethereum, that I have a position open here. It is in the negative, yes, but if we go to earn and then we go to position mining, we can see that my position here is actually, because I've got a trade open, I'm earning EQU rewards from that. So far, I've had it open in about 2 days, I've got 71 cents. Like I say, it's a very small position I've got, but it all adds up, and the more you put in, the more claimable rewards that will be available there. As you can see so far, total emissions is 254,000, total claimable 236,000, and the total stakes is 197,000 EQU, which is a lot considering that there is only 100 million. So that's already 10% of the supply there. Sorry, it's 20% of the supply there, which is crazy. So for me, really think that is something good to. Well, I'm doing it, I'm earning from it, so why hell not? And then you've got RBF mining, which is another option which we'll take a look at on a further video down the line. So that's all the basics about the platform really. It's very straightforward. You can trade, let's say, all those assets, you can stake, and then you can also have position mining, which earn EQU tokens just from opening and keeping that trade open. One other thing, remember that this is a DAO as well. So you can, if you have an option, you can then click on the proposals and you can vote against the amount of EQU you hold, which is also, if you are staking, that is also counted towards it. So just be aware of that is another option that you can check out. A cool point also to note, if you click on the statistics here, you can see all the current statistics of the equation trading platform, and you can see everything in lovely charts. I mean, how good does that look? You can see the volume by operation, the risk buffer fund, the trader liquidations. There's a lot going on there. I can imagine over the course of the last couple of days with all the FUD, they've been going up. Open interest is currently rising there, and as you can see, volume by market. The total volume is $317,000. Total fees $145,000 with an open interest which is starting to drop. And the leverage liquidity on the platform is 593,000. That is the platform stats over the last 24 hours. So with that, that's pretty much the platform covered. I mean, if you want to look into technicals, then like I say, I'm going to put the white paper into the description. So if you're watching this, you want to check it out, then it's totally up to you to have an in-depth view of that. But before we do finish up, I just want to take a quick look at the chart and read over some of the tokenomics. So, or should I say the token current stats. So the market cap is $745,000, which is not much, considering that liquidity is 420k. The market cap to liquidity ratio there is epic. You don't really see many of that. Very low amount of holders, 320, and a very low volume. And that's just due to the fact that not many people know about it, and not so many people currently are probably doing leverage trading on chain. We are not too far from the all-time highs. I mean, we hit $12.60, let's call that, which I think was around $1.1 million, which is still a nano cap. We're currently sat around support here. We've pulled up, rejected, some people have sold, and the asset is pretty much stuck around that area for now, but it is what it is. And I mean, I personally bought some around here, and hopefully if it comes any lower I may top up, but for me I think it's a decent investment for myself. If you want to take a look at it, then like I say, the risk is completely on you, but it's an asset that I'm quite fond of, and like I say, the platform itself is very, very good to use. User experience is quite key. Look at my trades coming back into the positive, very, very close, 1% down, but yeah, again, that is just a test. So that's it really, that's it for today. That's just my thoughts on a platform I've started to use. I do like the look of it, and if you do, then why not slap the like button on this video. Again, make sure you are subscribed if you're new to this channel. That subscribe button does mean a lot. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.